Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And that gets things running. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Robert Lewandowski. He's just about the perfect all-round striker. Not least because he can finish equally well with both feet, Peter. It's not all about his finishing, though. He's always on the shoulder, looking for that ball in behind, and that prevents the opposition defence from getting too high or indeed getting too comfortable.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. Raul. Darren Fletcher. Raul. Can he get on the end of this? Shapes to shoot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now it's Neymar. Madrid looking to pass their way through. Neymar. Ah, that's a fine interception. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Now, what about a counter-attack? Oh, easy pickings there. Lampard, very much a man of this moment. Irwin. Raul. Mbappe. Now that looks a decent ball. Now this could be a chance. He's found a way through. And he's quick to get it clear again. And reclaimed it in a trice. And it's Fletcher. And here's Raul. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Irwin. Raul. Darren Fletcher. Mbappe. Raul gets into some space. Bastoni gets good distance on it. And it's Fletcher. Raul. And he thumps it clear. Barcelona have it back and can go again. Now it's Raul. Irwin. Big chance! That is decidedly lacking.
Oh, it was a brilliant touch to set himself up. Just a shame that the finish let him down.
Bebeto. And this is Lewandowski. Raul. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And that'll be the final action of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I have to say, I think it's a good performance, but it's clear that they need a little more energy and more precision up top. They proved they can create chances. Now they need to start putting them away. That's the next step.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. And we are already promptly back underway.
Barcelona are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his halftime team talk.
Great vision. Busquets. Little pass back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Goalless still. Neither side really getting onto the front foot. Oh, just skip. Mbappe! And he's found the net! The breakthrough arrives at last! A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
Mbappe! Bebeto. Out to the left it goes. That's a good run down the left. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for...
Oh, he's been caught napping! And they've got a throw. Marquinhos wins the duel this time. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Tries to get it clear. Haaland. Barcelona perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Spread out to the left. Half an hour gone in the second half. That's a lovely, neat pass. And it's Fletcher. Brilliantly cut out. De Michelis getting this one clear.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment.
And he's decided to go for it. Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
Well, look at him, furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Back into the middle. And they're quick to get it back.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Out to the right. Trippier. And he skips past his man. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. And that will be it. Barcelona have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the title. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So it's away we go then. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, the centre of midfield, Peter, is where battles are won and lost. So I see Rodri as a player who can dominate his midfield position. He's excellent at winning and recycling the ball, as well as passing it all over the pitch. I see him as someone who's very well suited now even to those highest tempo.
Oh no, this does not look good. Just the goalkeeper to beat. Great chance! Bellingham. He has found the way through. Great ball, and he's in here. Well read, and the danger is averted. Aimed beyond the defence. Looking for the run. Pass is just off target.
Dembele really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Darren Fletcher. Barcelona so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Pedri. Dembele steaming on goalwards. Turns and goes, tries a shot! Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. He's found a way through. Hangs one in. Bullish header! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards. Dembele really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Bellingham. And here's Mbappe. Well timed, excellent interception. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Knocks it into space. He can run onto that, and that is expertly dealt with. Pedri stood up well to him there. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Shoots! Goal! Barcelona! There is the breakthrough! That really is quite fabulous. And we've reached half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Barcelona leading 1-0 at the break. And we're off again. Barcelona carrying a one-goal lead. And he's picked out the run. Costa Curta. And that is a little undercooked. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
He rises! That's a half-decent try.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Oh, good-looking ball. Bellingham. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Bellingham. Out to the left it goes. Gets a good foot in there. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Bellingham, and that could set him on his way. And he's there to make the challenge. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And he's going to have his name taken. So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Not too many have the power or indeed the accuracy from this range. Would he dare to have a go? He went for the curler. Not the most accurate pass. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist Peter in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with.
Barcelona really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Raul. A header!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Plays a sharp little ball here. Cole. Messi. Alva. Chance, surely! It's in! Do not write them off! Back they come! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank.
He's having a go! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
All hands on deck for this one. And it's been taken short. Big chance! Oh, that's incredible! And that has raised the roof! Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Change being made here, presumably to tighten their defence.
Look, only time will tell now if this is the right decision, but at least the manager hasn't dawdled. You know, he's reacted quickly, and it needed that.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Barcelona, pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. Well, after all of that, Jim... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So that's got things underway. Well, it's not very often that we single out the team's goalkeeper as their most influential player, but I suppose we can make a special exception for this fella, Iker Casillas, Jim.
No doubt about that, Peter. I mean, whether it's through making saves or just through his sheer presence, he has a huge influence on any team he plays in.
Leading from the back, as it were.
Exactly.
Good running, strong and purposeful. Fletcher. Good, strong midfield running here. Now then, the ball's come loose. Lovely feet. And this is Van Basten.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. David Villa unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Batistuta. Rummenigge going face-to-face with his great rival. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. A probing pass. Cannavaro promptly onto that, and that is that. Rijkaard. Nuno Mendes. Now it's Villa. And it's Mendes. Spread it left. Now it's Batistuta. Serginho. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Floated through, and he welcomes it in. Villa's cross. Cannavaro tries to clear. And he's only too happy to take that back. Fletcher. Batistuta. Darren Fletcher. It's Bellingham. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other at first period. Let us see what the second half brings. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And we're off again. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Nuno Mendes. And it's Bellingham. And it's Fletcher. And Darren Fletcher. Looking to play him in. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
He gets big! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome. Costa Curta kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Xiao. Fletcher. David Villa. Decent chance! It's in! And finally, he has breathed life into the game! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
So we have the first goal.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
Thinks about the shot. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Oh, he's been caught napping! Now that looks a decent ball. No, he's not getting his way this time.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Spread out to the left. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
Scotland really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
This looks promising. Villa's cross. Gets his head on it! Really well taken goal. A 2-goal lead and they're firmly in control. It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
What a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And we're underway. The information we've been given is that they're going to go with a 3-5-2.
Well, I can tell you, Peter, that I actually always like playing in this formation because as a wing-back, you get more freedom to go forward. As an orthodox full-back, you had to be more selective in the runs you made. The back three should be able to deal with certainly one opposition striker and possibly two. And that's why I liked it, because I didn't have to get back that much.
And here's Kaka. Kaka! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
Now it's Bebeto. And Bebeto! And he's done it! The breakthrough strike! An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Now it's Bellingham, Nuno Mendes.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that's gone loose. And that is out of play. Great vision. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Oh, cracking ball. Vigo will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Barcelona really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Half an hour played now. Bebeto, good driving run. Mbappe. And it's Fletcher. Now it's Van Basten. And this is Fletcher. Now there's a great chance! And yes, it's there! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Van Basten has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident. Scholes. Raul. Good take, and is he in? They're urging him to... And the finish! What a wonderful goal! And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. And here's Mbappe. Great defending, strong and determined. And here's a player. And the first 45 minutes are up. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football. And it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try...
Climbs up big! It's there! What remarkable powers of recovery!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And the shot! Just off target.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
Raul.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Rijkaard. And back to the goalkeeper. Hakimi. That'll be a throw. Darren Fletcher. And it's Van Basten. Maldini. Kaká. Good running, strong and purposeful. Close shot, surely! It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Nuno Mendes. Mbappe is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And here's Raul!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now it's Bebeto.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Abbiati claims comfortably. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And Bebeto! And that is doing no harm at all. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Raul. And it's Figo, and he's had it nicked away. And we're done. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. So Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's honours even and no complaints.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Big chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And the keeper beats it away. Oh, that's neat. Hakimi. And it's played in. And here's Van Basten. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Now it's Stoichkov. So I'm assuming, Jim, that Roberto Baggio will be given freedom of the park.
I would think so, because if you tie him to a position, I think you take away his natural instinct.
And it's not just that he is such a great player, but others seem to get better around him.
Yeah, because he can produce such huge moments with his dribbling ability, and I think that gives the rest of the team belief and that winning mentality.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Palestine clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Clipped into space. Chooses to go back. Spread out to the left. Now here's the delivery. Oh, should really have made more of that.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
Corner number 2 then. Cleared without hesitation. Now this could be a chance. It's loose now and they want to get it back. And now a sudden chance to counter. Not the most accurate pass. And it's Maradona. And that could set him on his way. And no, that was never going to make it. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Oh, nice one too. Very nice. Xiao. Messi. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Schneider. And here's Baggio. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Xiao, too strong for his opponent there. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Ito kept his eye on it, and he's there. And there is the half-time whistle. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, at least the defence can look back on a job pretty well done so far, Peter. I think they've squeezed the play quite well and they've been relentless in their pressing. So the energy levels have looked good.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Barcelona are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Mbappe. Raul. And it's Maradona. Messi hangs in a cross. Terrific header! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Darren Fletcher. Van Basten. Great ball, and he's in here. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Up towards the hour mark, and still no goals. Cannavaro. Nuno Mendes. Shifted upfield.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Great ball if he can get there. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Schneider. And it's Baggio. Palestine looking to pass their way through. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what...
Cristiano Ronaldo!
Cristiano Ronaldo certainly showed a quick-wittedness there, but disappointingly just couldn't back it up.
Messi.
Well played and well cleared. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Rodri. And now they can spring out of defence. That is good alertness. Played out to the left flank. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Spread it left. Looking for the run. Mbappe. Out to the left it goes. Mendes gets into some space.
That's good defensive concentration.
And it's Bellingham. This looks promising. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards. Now, power or placement? And he's buried it! 1-0! Not much more than a formality.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
Barcelona take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
It looks to be...
And Messi! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Palestine really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
And no, he's seen through all of that. Bellingham. And that is that. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Drogba claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. So a dramatic game decided in its very last...